All right, we are back for round one, and our opponent has won the die roll and is elected to go first. We're just waiting on them, and they've kept their hand. I uh, I think I'm okay keeping this hand. It's definitely a little bit awkward because our only creature is a 6 drop. Um, but if we draw any other creature in the next couple turns, I think we should be okay. Because we have the Attraction Helix to slow them down, an Invocation to pump up our guy, and a Null to counter any bestow shenanigans or bestow creatures. So I don't think I want to mulligan. Hmm. So I think depending on what I draw next turn, that I think it makes sense to lead with the island for a null, but there's probably not too many two casting cost creatures or enchantments or enchantment creatures that I really want to counter, and it might just be better to lead with the forest in case I draw another forest or a uh, the guy that costs 2 green for the 3/2. I immediately forgot his name. We'll see. So that's Kiora. Um, yeah, at this point, if I play the forest, next turn we draw a forest. Yeah, it doesn't make a difference. Even if we draw that guy, there's no way we can cast it. So we'll just lead with the island, and I'll F6 for my turn. Kiora seems really sweet. Fleshmad Steed, not so much. Fleshmad Steed is totally reasonable. Here, I'm just going to play the Omen Speaker. I don't really think it's that necessary to hold up the Annul. So we'll see what we get. And we're in a little bit of an awkward position here because we really just want to see land so we can cast the Kiora on time uh, and eventually play the Arbiter. It's also a little awkward that neither. I mean, this is a creature, but it costs 4, so it doesn't really seem like what we want to be doing. Sea God's Revenge is obviously sweet, but I think I'm going to send both to the bottom. I think that that's right in this situation. Okay. I am totally going to block this Fleshmat Steed. I see not a lot of downside to doing so. If he wants to use a trick to kill an Omen Speaker, that is okay with me. Steed Rider's a good one. Here I'm going to play an island in case I want to Retraction Helix and Annul. I can't imagine a situation where this is really going to happen, but if my opponent goes to put an Ordeal or something on Wingsteed Rider, I will use Retraction Helix to bounce it. Otherwise, I don't, I don't mind just taking the 2 damage. Doesn't seem like that big of a deal. Archetype of Courage. I think we may as well just annul this. I don't want to have him. I don't want him to have too many creatures, so Kiora is able to sort of control the situation still. Oh.
I'm gonna go forward a line.
No.
You gonna hit me? I'm gonna forward a line.
No,
Are you recording?
Yes. It's okay. That's totally fine.
Sorry for interrupting. Bye.
So here I think I like just playing the Kiora. I think that there is some rationale to playing Burnish Heart and leaving open Retraction Helix, but I think I want to play Kiora, prevent all damage to be dealt to me by this guy. I should be able to block this, and even if I can't block this for some reason, uh, like he has a removal spell for my guy, Kiora should still survive. So I'm thinking this is what I want to do. Not like to take any damage from this at all. And that Owen Speaker will just hang out and hopefully block this Fleshbound Steed. Baleful Eidolon, it's a good one. Okay, so this guy is attacking Kiora. I think I do block here. I think Kiora is good enough that I just want to keep her alive. And you know, even though my Omen Speaker cannot it's just gonna die from doing it. That's fine. Okay. Here is an interesting decision. Uh, I think what I want to do is plus Kiora, make it so that this guy cannot deal damage to me. And then I want to play a Vaporkin and potentially block this Wingsteed Rider. That seems like the right play to me. At some point, it might be correct to -1 Kiora, but when I don't have the additional land, it just doesn't. The upside just it's gonna be kind of awkward to just draw a card. I think. I mean, not that awkward, but all right. So let's do this +1. Let's do that, and we will play a Vaporkin, and I think we'll just say okay. Going right to attack, so and he is attacking Kiora. But I mean, even if he has the trick, I think I'm still okay with this. Yep, does have the trick, but that's all right. I feel like it's okay if he wants to use his tricks to just try to get through to kill Kiora. All right. Well, I think at this point, since we're really close to ultimating, we just play the Burnish Heart, lock down the Wingsteed Rider, and try to ultimate next turn. Dealt by this. I wonder if my opponent has like a God's Willing or something and is contemplating trying to give it protection. We'll see. So yeah, so hopefully they don't have the removal spell for Burnish Heart. That way Kiora can ultimate next turn, and I really don't foresee me losing if I'm getting 9/9 Krakens. Alright. Does have the removal spell. But Kiora's still not dead, so this is I'm still okay with the way that this has been unfolding. He's had to use some sort of trick every turn just to get at Kiora, and we've taken no damage, so. Grizzly Transformation has Intimidate. Okay. That's a thing. All right, what do we want to do here? So +1 doesn't really do much for us here because you know, I +1 prevent this from dealing damage to me, and then this still kills Kiora. So I think that we have to draw a card and, you know, play an additional land, even though it's not gonna make a difference. That way we can play the Prognostic Sphinx, which is still not that good. Well, you do what you gotta do. And that's just a bummer. It's pretty it's definitely got kind of jammed up here and stuck on 4 mana. Uh, so yeah, I mean, it seems like we could totally lose this game at this point. So especially because we're sort of put in this awkward position of if we play Prognostic Sphinx next turn, uh, we sort we want to block and also don't want to block. Yeah, it's pretty rough. It's pretty rough, but that's all right. It happens. I think at this point, even if we draw the land, we're basically out of this game. But you know, I'll play it on anyway. Who knows? Our opponent's deck seems pretty reasonable. That seems especially good. Yeah, it doesn't seem like we're gonna be able to get out of this one. Yeah, of course the Tides is not gonna do it. So before we go to the next game, I mean, it's got lots of tricks, lots of enchantments. So Annul seems good, and yeah, we'll see. We'll see what else we got. I don't think that we have anything in green that is going to allow us to deal with as many enchantment creatures. Yeah, none of these things seem optimal. And then in green, sorry, in blue, I still don't really like Swan Song. Vortex Elemental would have been okay. That game, I mean, his deck does seem fairly aggressive, but it also seems like he has a ton of intimidate guys. So Crypsis seems like it might not be that bad. It's possible we just want one less combat trick. Like this, you know, it seemed like we had a bunch of combat tricks and not a lot of ways to actually use them. So just having additional creatures might be okay. I'm gonna swap this out for this. It seemed like he was fairly aggressive, so let's try it. I think I'd still like to play first. It's kind of an awkward hand. I think that I might potentially keep this on the draw, but on the play, it's just a little bit too loose. So I think I'd like to mulligan. This one seems much better though. I don't want to mulligan. Do we want to play a turn one Vortex Elemental? Is that even that good? I just kind of clues him in as to what we're doing. Well, it does use our mana more efficiently. I think I'm okay playing the Vortex Elemental on turn one. Totally going to beat down next turn. I just realized our opponent's name is Psyker Dad. Not sure what that means. Play the Omen Speaker here. Alright. So I don't think we really need the Hypnotist here. It's certainly not bad, but is it what we want to be doing? I think I'd like to put it on the bottom, and I want to keep the forest on top. And I guess I'm not going to attack the Vortex Elemental. It seems not so good. Let's Excuse me, I do have a cold. All right. So I think we just want to attack him with Omen Speaker. I don't. I can't. I don't think that there's any haste, white or black creatures that are going to really punish us for that attack. So, and we'll play this Burnished Heart. And depending on what we draw, I mean, we might want to activate the ability at some point. I'm trying to think. So this guy we swapped out for a Savage Surge. And it seems like Savage Surge at this point is better than a random Vortex Elemental. Maybe this guy's just junk. I think, honestly, the picture is just really cool. I think it looks really sweet. The first time I played it, I thought it had flying, which makes no sense because, you know, it's very clearly the ocean here, a whirlpool. Opponent does have plenty of flying attackers. All right. What do we want to do here? We can't block his guys, so I think that we just go on the beatdown with Owen Speaker and Burnished Heart, and I think I will end up using the Mortal's Resolve to save the Burnished Heart in the event he tries to trade. I'm not sure that's right, but this seems like this 4 damage could get out of hand really quickly. So yeah, it doesn't want to do that. Okay. Yeah, I mean, if it does come to a game 3, I'm definitely gonna side this out because it seems like he has a ton of flyers and it's not really helping us at all right now. It seems like almost any other card would just be better. All right. So I still don't think we want to blow up the Burnished Heart. We don't have any reason. There's nothing we're ramping up into right now. So especially when this is the case. But we almost have enough for Sea God's Revenge, so that's a thing. And I'm gonna offer up the trade. But I think the Burnished Heart is enough a part of our plan that I will want to use the Mortal's Resolve here. Especially because he doesn't have mana to get me with another trick or something. So I'm also holding up the 3 mana for Burnished Heart in the event that he has some sort of removal spell for it. Well, that seems pretty good. Yep. Okay. What to do? So, 3, 4, 5. I mean, we're kind of put in this really awkward position here where so if I don't sack Burnished Heart now and I don't draw land for Sea God's Revenge, he gets in for 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 damage, which is significant. But I would rather have the creature on the ground if I do draw the land, or if I draw even a flying creature. I guess Burnished Heart is just not doing enough on its own. Like we're not winning this race in any universe. And that if I got something like, if I draw a Prognostic Sphinx, well, I need to be able to play that. So I'm just gonna hit 2 islands. Okay, okay. Um, so what do we want to do here? I think we want to attack with Omen Speaker and then use Retraction Helix next turn on his Harpy. I don't think we want to attack with Omen Speaker because he can still attack with a Spiteful Return if we return his Harpy. So that's not something we want to do. But I think it makes sense to hold out on the Sea God's Revenge. Maybe it doesn't. Because if we, we know that we have this Retraction Helix next turn. Sorry, so if we draw like Prognostic Sphinx next turn, then I would rather have just used the Sea God's Revenge so I can actually play, a reasonable creature. So I think I'm just going to go to the Sea God's Revenge, and then you also get the Scryan to hopefully allow for us to 6, 1, 2. Okay. A Crowan Horse. I think a Crowan Horse is just a little too slow here. I mean, especially with the fact that he has flyers, it's not really going to do anything. We're going to put it on the bottom of the library. We're also in a slightly awkward position because when this attacks, we lose 2 life. When he plays Blood Toll Harpy, we lose a life. So we're basically at virtual 5 here. So we need to prevent taking any damage whenever possible. The only saving grace here is that he's a little bit choked on mana. So there is that. Yikes. It's definitely not ideal. Next turn, I think I Retraction Helix the Blood Toll Harpy to prevent him from. So he'd have to attack with a Spiteful Return, and I could pick it off. That seems okay. Ugh. It's just not a good situation to be in. I don't think I'm going to play this forest. I don't think it really does enough. We have a stop set on begin combat, so if we do want to try their Retraction Helix plan, that's an option. Ugh. Yeah, I really don't like our situation here. This is not ideal by any stretch of the imagination. So our deck is, like I said, I think it feels a little bit clunky. It has some good things in it, but I mean this deck just seems very synergistic. We're not very well equipped to deal with a lot of flyers. There's a lot of early flyers here. Like we have plenty of our bombs, but it's not really helping us now. Opponent's kind of in the tank, which is good. At least there's some decisions. So right now, it looks like he just attacks in the air for 4. And then, he attacks in the air for 4, puts 3, and then if he ever attacks with this, I think it's worth it to Retraction Helix the Blood Toll Harpy now. Till end turn, target creature. Okay. Till end turn, target creature gains. Okay. So I want to target the creature first. My creature. I guess here's another question. Which one do I want to... I like the idea of picking off the Spiteful Return with the Omen Speaker. Uh, but if he has a way, if any pump spell like Necrobite or something, I would rather have the Vortex Elemental. So I guess I'm going to put on Omen Speaker. Ugh, he has 6 cards in hand too. This match has not gone well for us. Okay, and we will return the Blood Toll Harpy. Like I said, it's definitely awkward too to return it because we lose a life whenever it comes back down. But all right, he does want to do it, so we will assuredly block with our Vortex Elemental and then shuffle up. Choose blockers. Okay. His Vortex Elemental's been pretty bad this game. Pretty bad. But at least we don't have to worry about Spiteful Return. But I mean, yeah. I guess we put ourselves in a lose-lose situation. Even if we draw the flyer there, we're still dead. So I suppose I should have tried to do something else, but I'm not sure what the play was, if there was a correct one. So we will concede the game. Tough.